Last week we covered the $15 Wonder Asura Kaiser. This time we're going to be covering the best and most expensive deck in the format right now, though it's not that expensive, to be honest. It's only like $160 USD, which really isn't that much for the best deck in the format, and I'm really sick of hearing complaints about VR prices. Guys, it's not a problem. $20 to $30 cards, whatever. Stop being babies. Okay, enough of that rant. Let's get into the actual deck profile. So, Oracle Think Tank is very strong because it has a lot of straight pluses in the best quality possible, which is drawing to hand. It has a lot of ways of controlling that quality, has a lot of ways of controlling your overall hand quality and drive check quality through free effects. And yeah, let's get into that. Well, first off, we have the most important thing, which is right over here. As you can see, I'm a real man of culture, and I don't need any waifu starter to support me. Unlike Nova Grapplers, this is really the only clan that really has a choice. Like, the choice is really completely aesthetic, up to you, because unlike Nova Grapplers, you don't have anything that actually references a specific starter, and you actually have two options. So, like, this is the only one where you actually get an aesthetic choice. So I'm going with the bunny, because I like to be a special snowflake and use the starter that isn't used in the anime. So, grade 3s, very simple. Our first 8 are ride targets, primary ride start targets. From our second ride onwards, we really want it to be Imperial Daughter, because at that point Imperial Daughter is an extremely strong +1, because we get the Protect gift, then we get to choose one of the top 2 while also putting the other to Soul or putting the other to top, like good choices there. Then we get this Soul Blast ability to power up our rear guard columns or herself. This plus 15k and +1 crit ability, like, is all around really, really strong. And Amaterasu, from that point onward, is going to function as a strong rear. That's going to get +5 for every time you scry. Strong stuff. Amaterasu works as your first ride, of course, and additional rides if you really need more Protect gifts. But as I said, most of the time you're just going to be riding Imperial over and over until you can go for the Deer finish. Shouldn't really need more explanation there. These are just strong on Vanguard counter +1/+1s that get stronger as the game goes on. Deer is our finisher. It does have a Protect gift, though you're going to want to avoid riding it. Like, the only time you really want to ride it is if you need to ride it to get that second grade 3 in Soul, and Ancestors, or when you need that Protect gift to hand, so that you're going to have enough cards to throw down a full field and then discard, yada yada. Victorious Deer is a mini Soul Saver Dragon, +10 to your whole board. Check top 7 for 2 crits if you are any there. Stack them on top, which will of course give Amaterasu a +5. Grade 2s, this is where things start getting a bit dicey. I've already explained in depth why Silent Tom is a bad card and you shouldn't run it. So if you want to know my thoughts about that, just go look at my clan guide video, which will be linked at the end of this video. I don't want to go into that again. I just want to focus on why my choices are here. Promised Daughter is a no-brainer, can't be retired, 15k solo, like, just everything you want out of a card. Like, the 15k beaters / 14k beaters are things that have been run in every deck at like 3 to 4. Dragon Armored Knight sees play, Draw on sees play, and Iron Killer, as well as a couple, all of them see play. So doing that plus also being retire immune is just amazing. So, like, nothing really to say there. Mei is on play Scry 1, so just for free increases the quality of our drive checks, and increases Amaterasu's power. Sotoorihime doesn't give us any +1 for its Counterblast 1 cost, however it's hitting an additional stage, it's scrying 1, and it's letting us filter our hand. The hand filter can be really important in matchups like Nova Grapplers and Kagro, where as the game goes on, the excessive sentinels that we'll end up having in our hand aren't going to be very useful, so we want to trade them out for cards that actually give us shield value. And Onmyoji of the Moonlit Knight is promo, and honestly, really useful card. So for Soul Blast 1 and discarding a card, you get to add the bottom card of your deck to your hand. So basically, whenever you scry, if it's not a trigger, you want to put it to bottom, so that you're increasing your chances of getting a trigger. But sometimes that card you put to bottom is a card that you really want, like something like a Luckbird, or Circle Magus, or Deer, like just something that you really want to get in hand. So what Onmyoji does is it goes, okay, you just scried away a card that you want, so let me come in, use one of your soul, and that you filter a card in your hand for that card you just sent to bottom. So you're only running 2 of it because we don't want it that frequently, but it's very useful for those situations, and it's a strong filter for grade 1s. We of course need 4 Circle Magus because this is our, like, we always want to ride this if possible. This is our ideal ride because as long as we get this, we're getting a Counterblast 1, draw 1 when we ride up to grade 2, which is going to give us more hand to deal with early game rushes like the Blaster Blade play or Nova Grapplers in general. So that's important. And on Anywhere, it'll also let us filter out any extra grade 2s or 3s that we check into, shove them to bottom, draw a new card, hopefully draw into something with better shield. Like, the chances are in our favor that we'll draw something with the same or better shield. So later in the game, when we've had our fill of grade 3s and 2s, we don't really need more at this point. Just use that ability, shove them away, get better quality stuff. And it keeps more of your hand a secret from your opponent, and information control is pretty crucial in high-level gameplay. Farfalle Magus is just a booster version of what Mei does. Shouldn't need to explain why this is good. Free Scry is good. Mizunohame is just a 14k booster for a Vanguard. This will boost it by 2 stages, typically. It's just a nice, solid card to have to make our Vanguard hit harder, make our Imperial Daughter pressure for more, and it's a high priority target for retired decks to get rid of. And, well, that's just Kagero. Anything else can't touch this. So it's just safe there forever. I only run 2 of it because, like, you only really need 1 of it. And against Kagero, like, it's not going to be sticking around anyway, so I don't see a point in running too many of it. Luckbird is our other method of getting +1s early in the game, but you're only realistically going to be able to use it once without interfering with Victorious Deer, so I don't run any more than 2, and it becomes a bad booster after the first turn you play it, which is a problem. But it is our only way of getting a +1 without paying any Counterblast, so that's pretty important. And on Gemini, because I know I'm going to have to deal with that, you really shouldn't be using all your Counterblasts in a game. Like, usually game flow is you're on grade 3 for like 3 turns, you also use a Circle Magus, and then you still have another one open for Sotoorihime. That's your 5 Counterblasts. You really don't need more than that typically. And then you have to account that heals will be happening too, especially with increased chance of hitting them due to your scrying. So you really have enough Counterblasts to last you through the game as is, and Gemini is just kind of superfluous. I liked it a lot at first, I did a lot of testing with it, but you just don't need the card. For trigger lineup, there isn't really much to say here either, because our only other option is running more draws, and considering our entire deck is Counterblast 1, draw 1s, like, at better quality than just a straight draw 1, like, why would we want more draws when we could just have better shield value, better crits to kill our opponent with, heals to effectively unflip, all that kind of stuff. You just do not want extra draws, and that's your only other option right now. So until then, it's just going to be 8 crit, 4 draw, 4 heal. Yeah, that's really all there is to say about OTT. Against Kagero, you really want to be careful to conserve your big shields here, so that you're able to tank 1 or 2 waterfalls without just dying to it, so that you can get to the point where you Victorious Deer them and go for the win. And you want to limit your field against them. Against the other 2 matchups, you don't really have to worry too much. Novas can be a bit tricky, but as long as you damage control them in the early game until you're able to stabilize a bit, then you should be fine. With all that said, that's going to be it for now. As I said, check out the clan guide if you want some more detailed information on why I don't run some of the cards I don't run, like Silent Tom. And I have a gameplay video of this deck against Kagero that you can go check out, also linked here. And this is Hunter Surge, signing off.